you ain't
giving,
if you ain't giving,
that's it.
they don't give
They
back. But can you imagine 5, 10 women
I
all
cannot
around?
imagine any of that. No.
You know, one of them is gonna feel because you're not gonna feel
They'll get
special
jealous,
enough.
get sad.
It's gonna be some fights. Okay, now we it is. It's all that stuff takes place, girl. So it's a risky thing to me. I don't know if it's something I
Especially
would
when you're a
chance
celebrity.
ever as a man. So, but we are live.
Oh, that must be us a few minutes ago.
Where?
Right here, I'm shaking my head. Talking.
Yeah, that's you.
Not right now.
No, yes, now. You're live. You're live on the WhatsApp show. You're live. You're hanging out, kicking it with Pap. I'm missing the screen. Okay, let me hit my like button. I always hit my like button.
Can I be on my phone too?
Mm-hmm. Close your volume down so we don't have an echo.
If I can get on.
Yeah, it's football. It's which I don't really care. I don't watch it. You watch it? I don't watch this. I just so overrated. Another thing. Another thing. Another
I
thing.
had one. Yes. Watch football together.
I just never been into it though. Hi, Native. Native, say hi. Hey. You in the chat too? You're a mod in the chat too.
Look at this. I don't have reception down here. Everything
your phone sucks. So do my Wi-Fi sucks.
I'm not even on your Wi-Fi. Maybe that's why.
Maybe you need to get on my Wi-Fi.
I don't know.
Now you finna ask me what's the password.
Because I would automatically get on there. I don't know why I'm not automatically on there. Hello, beautiful people. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. You gotta hit the like button.
Brown Sugar say like, share, subscribe.
Let's go.
What's going on, ladies? What's going on?
Get the likes up.
Oh, it says connected down. We got the mod Brown Sugar in the house. Brown Sugar live in effect. What is this? Your third time on, right?
Probably 4.
Maybe 4, yeah. Something like that. Well, we were having a discussion upstairs, so we decided to bring it on the live. Talk to you ladies tonight. Hope you guys have had a beautiful, beautiful Sunday. Me, it's getting closer to that time where Monday kicks in. I'm like, fuck. She gets 3 days off. Only gets 2. So we're here. Brown Sugar. What were we talking about? Oh, raising men.
My sons.
Can't let Sarah come in some so that you can be heard pretty good. So yeah.
Can you all hear me? You hear me?
Yeah. Oh, let me tell y'all about my last live that I did. And it's on members only. And I did that for a reason. And we'll keep that reason privately, but to see that last live or replay it, yeah, you have to become a member to do so, even if it's just for a day or 2. That's good too. What's going on, Ashley? What else did I want to say?
Y'all need to like and join. Become a member.
Become a member.
Is it $4.99 or
$1?
Oh, $1.99.
$1.99.
I thought it was $4.99.
I got the cheapest.
$4.99.
I have the cheapest membership around there. No, just $1.99. I just want people to support that way. I'm not. Listen.
And the Cash App. 1 is ONE. Papoose. You guys support.
Support. Okay. So, hi, Capone. We were upstairs and chilling and developed a conversation, one that I was quite interested in because of why I came out to support, know that I'm supporting a man and some of the ups and downs pertaining to allegations coming from females. So I decided to say, Brown Sugar, let's do a live. She's like, yeah, let's do a live because I want to talk about it. Brown Sugar has, go ahead. How many?
I have 3 sons.
She has 3 boys. Thank you. Look, Ashley in the green. Yay.
Oh, she just became a member?
We need a
Let's
more.
go, Ashley.
We need a more.
family friends. Bum.
We need a horn.
Welcome.
But
Yeah.
she has 3 boys. Okay. And we pretty much know that every child that is born by a mother and a father. We know that we run into some situations that may cause us to be single parenting, right? Some things that's out of our control sometimes, right? Has happened. So Miss Brown Sugar has been raising 3 boys and a daughter. But tonight we're talking about the boys, right? So I was just asking her a few questions. One to ask her, well, how is that would be observed because I'm around her and I see her raising her boys. So, however, we got into a little bit of
difference.
Yeah, a difference because I stepped in her parenting shoes. So her parenting is a little bit different from mine. It's way different. I'm the rough and tough with the Afro puffs.
You have more structure and you have more.
Hi, Prayer.
I want to say the way that you do things. I'm coming to you and seeking your wise counsel. Like, hey, what do you think about this?
Mm-hmm.
Because your kids are adults.
Mm-hmm.
Well, to go to teenagers,
Mm-hmm.
but I have teenage sons. So
discipline would be the same, though, right? Doesn't matter
yes,
about it. It would be the same, right?
Yes,
okay. So I asked her, with raising her 3 boys, one of the questions that I really wanted to know was what would be some of the signs to look for when you notice that your son is changing, possibly going into specific areas. The danger zone.
We talked about the abuse.
Abuse. Okay. So we want to start with that.
So I am.
Let's finish the question though. I asked her as a mom to her sons, what would she do if she knew that her son was abusing or abusive in their relationships, meaning the marriage, or if it's just a girlfriend, or because I have another question. So let's let you guys hear what Sarah's response was to that. Girl, it's gonna be, I gotta remember.
That's gonna be hard to do.
It is. Go, Miss Brown. I got you.
What my response upstairs was, I would have to step in. I'm not one to call the police on any Black men, especially my own sons. I would step in and defend that girlfriend or wife, even against my own son. Mm-hmm. And then I would have to take some sort of responsibility, even though he's a man or a young man at that point. I raised you. I invested in you. Even if it is just me versus mom and dad. Mm-hmm. I feel responsible for it. Mm-hmm. So I would just step in. So any way that I could, healthily, in a healthy way.
I also asked you, what if this had reached to a point where your son was really abusive, like almost aggravated assault or something like that? And I asked you, as a mother, and you know that your son is this way, you saw the evidence, would you be able to call the police on your child?
No.
You wouldn't?
I can't.
Is it because that's your son? Or but you know that your son is doing something wrong. So wouldn't you be playing part of a good Samaritan? Wouldn't you be a better mom if you reached out to that resource to take your son out?
First of all, you call the police, you never know who's going to show up. You never know how their day is going. You don't know their mental capacity. That's first and foremost. The jail is not some place to reform and to help folks. So I'm not sending my son there. That's just my perspective. But that would be
protecting him when you know that he has done something that...
I wouldn't say protecting. I would say I would reach out to her, advocate for her. What do you want to do? Mm-hmm. Do you want to save your relationship? Mm-hmm. Do you want this marriage? Mm-hmm. If there are kids involved, how do you want to proceed? Mm-hmm. At this point, I'm going to be advocating and standing next to her because she's someone else's child. This is my son.
Most grown sons don't want you in their business, though. So how would you handle that? Mom, go on about your business. What are you going to do? Knowing that your son is abusive to a woman.
Then she would have to, at that point,
handle the situation.
Exactly. Make the call.
Okay, so she makes this call.
Yeah.
Your son gets arrested. Now you're put in a position to go and still protect your son, right? You see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
We are torn in
Yeah.
a situation like this
Yeah.
to help society.
Yeah.
When we know that you birthed them,
Yeah.
you raised them from boy to men.
But it's like, where in the raising, because you asked about, do you see the sign?
Yeah.
That's a challenge. What are you looking for?
Yeah.
Are you looking for that destructive behavior? Are you looking for that anger?
Mm-hmm.
Those are signs, I would say, that, okay, if you tearing up the house and putting holes in the walls, yelling at me, about to go inside my head.
But every child may have a temper tantrum. Doesn't mean that
there's a difference in a temper tantrum and destruction.
Okay.
Anger that leads you to destroy. If you're going to tear up a TV or put a hole in the wall, how far would you really go if somebody pushed that button?
But the law has it that there's only limits that you can deal with your child. You know,
what do you mean?
You can't whoop your child anymore. You're going to jail.
Yes.
So who's part of the problem out here?
The system.
The system.
Yes, the system.
I mean, knowing that you're not gonna murder your child in the house. I may hit him with a lamp, right? I may hit, or you gonna put that belt to his butt, right? But yet then they say, you know, here it's against the law to hit him with a belt, right?
In Wisconsin, yeah.
That's so. How do you discipline your child? A timeout.
No, that don't work.
That don't work. No.
They look
just gonna punch him.
That don't work.
Okay, let's reverse it up. Let's just say that now it's the female that is beating your son.
See, now that's different.
Yeah. Are you angry? You call. Now you want to call the police because it's
women. Typically, they get a lighter sentence. They get a slap on the wrist. You know, especially if it's someone of a lighter shade or race or something different, whatever. They're not going to be in that much trouble as enemy of the state number one, a Black man. And here they label young boys, teenagers, as Black men. They see them as a threat just because their skin, their masculinity, they may be built a certain way. And that's not okay. So for me, I would advocate lock her up. She needed to learn her lesson. Lock her up. Not for the boys. Call me biased, call me whatever.
Because I do think, I feel that was biased. I do.
I'm a mom of boys. I have a daughter too, but she not gonna be biased.
But do you just hear yourself?
Yeah, I do hear myself.
With the ways that you would deal with it if it was your son.
Yes.
But on the other hand, if this is a female that is doing these things to your son, you have a different way. Lock her up.
Because you know what? If he defends himself, what's gonna happen? He's gonna get locked up. If he defends, if she's running up and jumping on his back, scratching him, agitating, poking at him, what's gonna happen? Son, turn around and walk away. Try to restrain her and hold her. How far is that gonna get you until she just knock you upside your head, the white meat show?
Okay, so that female mother may as well be saying that about your son. Lock his ass up.
Yes, ma'am.
How do you feel about
prerogative? That is her prerogative. She can, if she wants to call the cops or do what she has to do to protect her child. But I'm not going to call my own son or any other.
Yeah, but we just talked about the corrupted system, right? Do you ever think that both parties, the parents, even though we know that we have learned that there has been some assault going on in the house, physical fighting and things, right? Do you ever think that it will come to where the parents can come together, kind of mediate before the law gets involved and say, hey, let's bring my son, bring my daughter. Maybe we can find some way where they can separate, do anything, everything that you think can be possible to keep the law out of this. Maybe sitting them both down, saying, hey, if you call the police on him, he's gone. If he calls the police on you, you're gone.
But okay, so we have to think about that. How do we get that far to where now parents are in adults mess or marriage or relationship, how do we get that far? How do you feel that the parents, is it like a husband and a wife parents? Is it just a mama and her, like, what is the dynamic? You have to think about that first, because two mothers, that ain't, I'm just saying. No.
Really?
When my son, when my daughter,
then y'all going to jail.
Basically.
Because y'all,
this
black people just black. I know your son started it.
I
He
know my
ain't
baby.
shit.
And I'm
He
here with baby.
on her. Yeah, I
He
can
is not
see
a
it.
baby
I
now.
know that may
I'm that parent. So yeah, no, I ain't talking to you. No,
But
come on, son, let's go.
We
See,
know
that's why you're a mama's baby. I'm just saying, come on, son.
how long, because you expect to have a very close-knit relationship with your sons, right?
I've built that.
Do you
foundation.
expect for them, 22, 23, they're now married, to be having a relationship with you to discuss things on the inside of the house, or will you be able to detect something isn't right inside of their home?
I don't want to be in your relationship.
Right there.
Yes.
Can I choose the TV?
Oh, I don't want to be in your relationship. I don't want to know the ins and outs and everything. No.
But most parents are surprised now once they find out that they are warned, they're warned. There's a warrant out for you. Then now you're surprised. So
no, you knew and you know. There shouldn't be a surprise. But at the end of the day, I want to be close, and I am close to my sons, but I don't want to be that close. Like, that's your stuff. You know what I mean?
Well, on here and a lot of channels, I've heard a lot of parents come out to say, I know what my child is doing.
No.
And I'm like, it's impossible for a parent
because
to know
they're different
everything.
In front of you when they are with their friends or in school, or definitely with their woman or their man. You know,
my daughter or my son call me every day. So I don't hear from mine every day. So that day that I don't hear from them, I don't know what's going on inside their homes. I don't know if they're, well, I mean, I do per se, but I'm just saying, I don't think that Tasha is beating on and he's not beating, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if he has ever hit her or she has
and that's
ever
not for
hit
you to
him.
worry about until the time arises, which it won't. God said the same. I think that let that be, and then you live your own wonderful life.
So you're saying not knowing is a good thing.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying.
But to me, it's not a good thing. Why? Because I feel like that I failed my child from leaving the nest, because upon leaving this nest, they know that nobody hit you. You tell me if anybody has been hitting you or anybody has touched you. To me, I feel like that rule applies until God calls you home.
Yes, you're right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So I understand that there's boundaries of privacy in your home, but yet then if there's he getting hit, I need to know.
If they're willing to mend and make it better and work on it, what's the point of telling you? Because at that point now I've dirtied the water, and you look at my spouse or my significant other differently.
I don't expect for it to mend. I'm coming in. This is over with. Because if they hit you once, it's going to happen again. Yes. They have instilled the power over you. Yes. You know why? Because you didn't do shit back to him the first time. Yeah. So it may not happen the next week or the week
next
after.
Year or next, but it's gonna. You're right. Okay.
Men have trigger points, right? That's different. So I think that I would want to know. If there is something that, and also we are also a useful tool for my Snoop Dogg. We are also a useful tool for record keeping. You understand? Mm-hmm. So now the law comes out or whatever, you have that to stand for your daughter. Say, well, my daughter was telling me on such and such a day, you knew about it. This, so it kind of helps to put together a chronological track of things. You don't want to. You don't want to know because of what you finna go set it off.
That part, because I am a helicopter mom. I just and I struggle with control issues. So mind your business. Let me know where we gonna meet.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Yeah.
tend to your house,
Mhm.
and you're the man of the house.
Yeah.
Tend to your house and do right by that person.
Yeah.
You have seen how your father has done.
Yeah.
By me.
Well, let's use me for an example, and I don't mind using me. It took me a minute to find out what was going on with Nisha. I was upset with Nisha because she did not tell me right away.
Yeah.
As soon as it happened, the first time.
Yeah.
So I can't testify to anything of knowing when did this start. I don't know. Second of all, when I did find out,
You went up there.
girl,
I know.
girl.
But the thing is she ready? What does she
It
want?
didn't matter to me because at that point she doesn't know what she wants because her mind has now been manipulated upon. Her mind has been trapped into control. Once you feel this, you automatically tightens up on what you should do.
Yeah.
So when I went through that door, baby,
So the thing is,
where he ain't there.
You can go in and take her out, remove her out.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, where does she?
You had to remove the problem.
Him.
You had to remove the problem.
Yeah.
I removed that problem. Did I care about her being happy or not? No, because you ain't happy anyway.
Yeah.
I'm gonna help you find happiness. I'm gonna help you recoup it. You got to find yourself again, right?
Yes.
That's what my goal was to do.
Yeah.
And there's no way that you could sit up here and be like, oh, well, Mom, you make me sick and I hate you. And you took so and so. It was already gone.
Yes.
And you don't even realize that you lost that with that first freaking hit.
Yeah.
But girl, I remember going through that door.
I
Girl.
remember.
I don't know. Do you know how hard it is as a female and you trying to protect your child and the person that you got to go up against to protect? I don't know if I'm finna get shot. I don't know if I'm finna get cut, but that's my child. So I don't give a damn because they say I will die for my child. I'm supposed to go first, right?
Yes.
Then that was my way of going, girl. I know who I thought I was.
I know who you thought you was.
Like, what you thought? This is mine. And it is so hard to sit and watch somebody take something from you that you birthed. Yes. That you done spent your money and time and everything on to raise. You know what I mean? Like that shit, that's the most hurting and devastating. I don't know what he thought, but this right here, this ain't it. You don't want this. Baby, I don't even know. You know what? I was like, I wish you would, boy. Not mine. But that's how we got here tonight with you girls. So she has her 3 boys. And I've watched Miss Brown Sugar do the damn thing with her 3 boys. Okay, I want to get into this. I hope you don't mind, right? Okay. Turn that a little bit that way. The heat, because now I'm cooking goddamn fried chicken right now. So, let me tell y'all why she doing that. What I fried my chicken with today, and it was the bomb. Let me tell y'all what I fried it with. Some, what do you call it? Sazon. It's like the seasoning for the fried beans and rice. I used Sazon, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, some lemon pepper season, and some buttermilk with some breadcrumbs and the egg. Yeah. And y'all, that chicken was fire. Ooh, chat. That chicken was fire, y'all. Now listen, it ain't a recipe that you gonna find all on Google. That's what happened to be what only here. I just throw stuff in. I be like, oh, let me try this, let me try that. And when I tell y'all that flavor was there and it's crispy and crunchy. KFC don't have no pap chicken today, y'all. So if y'all want to try that, y'all need to go and mix that in a bowl.
Get your membership.
Soak that chicken. Yes, some Goya Sazon. Yes, ma'am. and put you
Carla.
some milk in the bowl, put you a tablespoon of soy sauce in the bowl.
Why just 1 tablespoon?
Because I didn't know how it was going to taste.
Okay.
So I had to start off short.
Okay. Because soy sauce, that'll get
It will, right? And egg and some buttermilk and some breadcrumbs. Let that chicken soak because you're gonna marinate it. I just thought of it, so most people would let it soak, marinate overnight, right? But so I think I did about an hour
That's good.
in the bowl, let it soak. And y'all, when I tell y'all, it was crunchy and fast. So that was my first couple of pieces of chicken wings. So my second piece, I thought, let me put a little kicker to it too. So I double back and I put some red hot seasoning.
That ain't that hot.
Yeah, it's hot.
It's hot.
With a little mixture of cayenne.
Cayenne. Now you Asian. Look at that.
So y'all should try it. It was kicking. It was really, really delicious. So, and I topped it off with a little bit of Lily's barbecue sauce. So yeah, it was pretty good. One of the ladies that be on the channel, so she shipped me some.
Oh.
And I was waiting on the perfect time to try it, and it's the bomb. Yeah, it was good. So, okay, where were we? About the 3 boys.
Hey, Priscilla.
Yeah, Priscilla. Hey, Elizabeth, Scorpio perspectives. I don't know, salty 3 pancakes. I don't know what that is. So, they're behaving. So Reba's here. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you because I've watched her raise her 3 boys. One of them is now
18.
Coming up on 18, right? And as I watch Miss Brown Sugar, when I tell you guys, there's a difference between her and I parenting. It was a little different.
There's a huge difference.
There's
a huge, like,
you think I'm you think I'm more?
I love your structure.
I'm more,
and I love the way that you don't waver. Me, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you passive.
And you're not. I'm an enabler. I'm working on it.
But I love mine. It's the same way that you love yours.
There's no love difference. It's the way that you are with your kids. And I believe it's because of how your mom is.
No, my dad.
Your daddy?
Girl. She put Susie to that ass. Girl, go get Susie. I'm like, who the fuck is Susie? Susie was a strap like that, leather strap that you do the razor thing, and it had holes in it. But it's even worse when you gotta get it. But when he go get it, it's a little leniency because he ain't too bad. But when he tell you to go get
it's
it,
heavier.
Girl, you get your ass so off. But
okay.
So I watched. You talking about nice, you talking about a giver, very lovely. I have to admit, I didn't sit up with my kids like, hey, and all that mushy shit, I didn't. That's her. She's more of a rockabye baby. I'm a more of a sit your ass down over there in that chair. Shut the fuck up. Anybody will hear that shit, especially when they be whining for nothing, right? I'm a more of a, we hear the word, can I? I'm a hell no. She is a okay. So watching them boys grow up, they was, mama, sweethearts, very sweethearts, right? And now they had gotten a little bit older. There'll be some days where I would be mad at Sarah, Miss Brown Sugar. AKA, because I'm so used to call, it's gonna take me a minute. She wants to be addressed by her screen name. So yeah, but I felt that there was times where I could not overstep my boundaries with her parenting, right? 3 boys. I don't have 3 boys, but somehow by watching the world, watching women raise boys, watching my mom with, as with boys, we have them, right? I've seen how boys would turn on you more quickly than the girls. Why do you think that is? Are they trying to establish their masculinity or something?
That has to be it. That has to
I'm
be
gonna
it. Because
play
I'm
tough
still
with
trying
mom
to.
first.
I'm still trying to figure it
Cause
out.
girl,
It is two to the throat, and that's all she wrote. And they know this.
yeah.
But it takes a lot for me to get there.
Mm.
You know, I mean, for you to probably be like, now you already know.
Mm.
For me, they're gonna try. They're gonna try because it'll
But
take.
why do the boys tend to want to try their mom when they reach this age, which is normally what, over 13? A little bit
At about
past
13,
right?
Yeah. I want to say because, so I'm divorced.
Mm-hmm.
So dad was in the house, raised the kids to a certain part.
Mhm.
You know, we got divorced,
Mhm.
so he's not in the house. I want to say absence of dad.
You
A
black.
man's
One,
I'm
that's
not
one
blaming.
possibility.
I'm just giving light to the situation.
Mm.
Men are needed in the household. Men are, their presence is needed for teenagers,
but
for
the
sons.
statistics for black marriages is
Beyond the marriage, because if you co-parent correctly, that child still gets what they need,
mhm,
which is their father,
mhm.
which is a man. Because if fathers may have passed or what in prison, whatever the case may be, have a man that has structure, boundaries, foundation, masculine man, like a real man,
Mhm.
in your kid's presence. I want to say that'll make all the difference.
You think-
Your kids will see how that man treats you, how he caters to you,
Mhm.
how he speaks to you, how he loves you and loves them. Boys need their hugs and kisses all the same, even from a man. I think that makes all the difference in how your sons will try you. Because they still gonna try you.
Until they get out there to that peer pressure. Do
That's
you think
it.
that it still matters with having a father figure in
because
the
once
home?
they get the friends, it's all
over,
yeah,
right?
this is true. And if they get the right girl,
Mhm.
woo,
So, but with your boys, that was almost, in my eyes, a slim chance to none, and I'll tell you why. You kept them occupied. They were
sports
in
and
every
everything.
freaking thing that
Yeah,
you can
no time to
imagine.
play.
None.
Yes.
So watching
Maybe I
them now.
overdid it.
What do you mean you overdid it?
Maybe I just put too much on them and they couldn't wait for a crack
To break.
That was it. I think that I just filled them up
You
so
did.
much.
You did.
And they
I mean,
be
you
a
had them
kid.
boys out there roaring,
They
doing a
could-
whole bunch of shit. Them boys doing it every day. I was like,
They didn't have
"Ooh,
time to
yeah."
breathe.
Right.
So, and as soon as they got a break,
Uh-huh.
it's over. I'm done. And they
Mhm.
get to their friends. They get to the peer pressure.
Mhm.
My oldest son told me they done tried to offer them pills, offer them vapes, offer him weed, everything. I don't know about crack, but they done offered everything. And he would say, no, I'm good. That's stupid.
Right.
Like, it's in him.
So your training from home paid off.
Yes, ma'am.
Because they could have captured him that way and destroyed him a lot more.
He made a great choice.
Yeah,
but the girls that he's had. One girl done crashed his car.
Terrible.
One girl, I hope she's a girl because she got a kid. So now he's sending cash money. I'm just like, Sam, you don't got
He's
no
trying to
kid.
prove that he likes her.
Loves her. And it's past life. When you take care of a baby, you only, boy, no. Yes, I think it's an adult.
See, that's when I need to come on.
Yep.
You need me to step in on that. Because there's nothing more than some he needs to be brought to savings now so that he can prepare himself for his time of wanting to childbirth, family or whatever.
So I want to say dads. Absent.
The streets.
The
peer
streets
pressure,
will get you.
Peer pressure. Yeah, they will get you.
If they didn't have that foundation of knowing who God is, knowing the Lord, knowing your mama gonna get in that ass, if they didn't have all of that, they're gone. And they're gonna try you and everybody else, and grandma too. And you know grandma off limits, but they'll do anything that they feel they can get away with. And then I'm a working mom, so I'm gone 10 plus hours. You got the crib to yourself. You got a car, so now you mobile. I can do anything.
Yeah.
And then what you gonna do? Mom, what you gonna do? You wasn't here. Now that you are here, ain't you gonna work tomorrow?
Right. I don't know. Well, your boys are bigger now.
Yes.
And I'm still around you.
Yes.
And every now and then I may hear some rebuttal from your boys. They talk back.
They do.
And I want to check that throat. But them ain't my kids. But however, when you guys are here, they seem to be still so respectful to you. Now, I can imagine when you're by yourself, right? And there has been times when they don't, and they don't, you ask them to do things and they don't move.
Yeah.
What makes me angry about it, to the extent where this is my girl. So, and it's because I've seen everything that you have attempt to give them to have.
Trips to Africa.
Girl, didn't you go to Africa?
We're not gonna talk about the trip to Africa.
She went to Africa, y'all. Now, when I say I was living with her, we got a free zoo up the street, but I get the experience, and that's just one of my points, though. You have literally stuck your neck out, financially, socially, you name it, to pour into your children. And when you do that as a parent, what are we looking to receive back?
Respect,
All of that.
boundaries.
So it hurts when you
don't
get it, right?
Yeah.
So, like I say, I'm starting to hear them now, and I don't like it, and I do be wanting to step in her shoes for a minute, but at the same time, I have to allow her to be the parent that she is. Sometimes I feel like, and I know you're not, because you're a ride or die, you're a rough dog too, right? And it's because of the law as well, right? Because I know for a fact that you will put your hands on them boys.
That's me.
I know this, right? But at the same time, you are stuck because of the law where you have to sit here and take it.
Abuse from your own kids.
You have to literally take this.
Or put them out.
And the thing is that the law has made them aware of it. Go ahead. Your mama can't do, or she can't beat you, or she can't do this.
Let us
put them out. Guess what they're doing? Bringing them back because they ain't 18. Bringing them right back. And you're trying to diffuse something. I know I don't want to put them out, but listen, I need y'all to keep him overnight. Yeah, because right now, this is not a safe zone for him or me.
For him.
But you can't still not say that because they're going to think your ass crazy, senora, to the psych ward. But I've heard, especially her growing boys, the bigger one, right? He has a job. So, of course, he's filling himself. He's got paychecks coming in. And normally when you're oldest teenager getting ready to turn into a young adult at 18, right? They'll start feeling that they can do these things to you. But at the same token, they'll forget all of a sudden what she has done for them.
Oh, mama.
I can't. It's just something that, it's just hard for me to grab sometimes.
What is their opinions in the chat?
Oh, they're listening to us.
Oh.
Yeah. They're just
not
yet. They're waiting on me to cut up. I'm not cutting up today.
No.
I didn't watch no book and stuff. I literally have not been on, and I haven't watched anything in 2 days. So, I just lied. I did see one, but I'm gonna save that for the week.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's cooking for somewhere in the middle of the week.
Okay.
Yeah, this is my chill weekend that I decided to take.
I love
that's
this.
all. So
that you can sit back, relax,
and talk to the people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I talk to
and
them.
they receive.
Mm-hmm.
They're receiving me. So
Yeah.
it's different being on this end than being in the chat.
Why?
Like the chat up. I don't know, because no one's putting like shit.
Oh, they're not going.
You know how I just be going, putting the cash app in there.
Yeah, we only because I'm not cutting up and I'm not loud, and we're talking like literally some education, some knowledge about the children. This is the most that you'll see. You got to in this sector. In this sector, you got to be cutting up. You got to be going at people.
Oh.
Then if I would have put something in my title,
like to make them come,
pertaining to all the buffoonery, you'd have seen this chat look
like 2,000 people,
like 100 over 100 or so.
Really?
Yeah, but because we're just on here vibing and chilling, this is not what they want. Now, if I do come on, or you'll see other people, then you get called messy. But now you're talking, having fun. And the same people that'll call you messy, they ain't coming. Ain't that some contradicting ass bullshit?
We not
Girl, that's called
that's
I'm just saying. Look, Elizabeth getting it hard. But that's just how it is out here. Because now, not only do you want to call it messy, or you want to say that we're not knowledgeable over here, or the people in the comments are numb nuts or whatever. But when and another reason is because now is late in the game. We don't like it. So this is, they for something like something like this.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm telling you, these are good people right here.
Who is Elizabeth?
Elizabeth has been around for a long
She's
time.
not a member though.
Elizabeth, she said you gotta get your membership.
It's only $199. She asked for a bunny.
She says, "Oh, bunny rabbit." So she'll even. She's been here a while. Jason, Jason ain't getting shit. So ain't no need. Yeah, that's all he wants. That's all Jason wants, girl. Jason don't want shit.
I'm just grateful. I'm grateful. And
she stay prayed.
Yeah.
She stay blessed no matter how many obstacles are thrown her way. She just keeps it going. So, and that's one reason why, I love me some brown sugar. She gets down. She has her days like all of us do, but she picks it right back up and keeps it moving, y'all. So, but, like I said, I hear her son and he's getting older and I be going, girl, I'm so glad you have these patients because I think that with some of our children, and for instance, with yours, because I had to do it with Nisha.
Yeah.
Nisha got every curse word, all this. I wish the fuck you wouldn't, because sometimes that's the language that they
understand.
This is what you understand. I've done the nice road. Yeah. I've done it. Oh, babe, please sit down. Yeah. Can you just please stop? Just knock it off. Yeah, well, if you don't do that, then no. If you take your motherfucking ass over there, then, I ain't going over there. I got a response that I'm looking for. So, but it's just a difference. It's not in you. So it's not, they won't even take you in. They're going to laugh at
Mama,
you.
stop.
They're going to laugh at you because it's got to be vetted in you like already. Yeah. No. I don't know. What do you guys think? If it was you, if you guys were that parent, Beauty Me is here. Hey, you had that son, you're raising sons, and a situation occurred with your son and their significant other,
where he's being abusive,
where your son is the abusive one, what would you do? Do you step in? Priscilla says she has 3.
Oh, yes, sons too.
Mm-hmm. She has 3 grown ones. So she says she's the mom.
Like you. Oh.
Let me ask that question. How many of you guys would be the mom like me?
Like me.
How many of you would be the moms like Brown Sugar? It's okay. Yeah. Don't do that, son.
I don't say it like that.
I understand. How many? How many y'all?
Put a 1 in the chat.
If you put a 2 in the chat if you're Miss Brown Sugar. Reba is me. Like I said, that's the only way you're going to get some business.
So let me ask this. If you're fucking them up and doing whatever you're doing to your sons, is that a repetitive cycle to where now they feel something towards women? If their mother is, I don't want to say abuser, but if their mom is the one that's bringing the discipline physically, mentally, because you can really hurt your sons with your words, with the verbal. Because my son even told me, he's like, Mom, I had said something. And he was like, but you keep on bringing it up. I apologize for it. I did the time for it, but you keep bringing it up. That's pulling the scab off. And then I feel even more angry. I said, you know what? From this day forth, I will not bring it up. Thank you for telling me and sharing with me. Because I'm one with words. I'm not more like physical, but I'm more with the words. So I feel like if moms fuck up their sons or whatever, even with daughters, but sons more so, will he then carry that into his relationship where now he has this bias or this trauma towards women? and their words, and maybe if they get physical with them.
But I mean, it can work the other way though. You know, some boys or men, young men will leave home knowing what not to do, you know? You think that that's
no, yeah, no. Because
Mm,
it's different being disciplined from your dad
mhm,
as a boy
mhm.
versus your mom disciplining you. I don't know why it is, but my
I'm
son
gonna have to
has
challenge
told
you
me.
on that.
My son has told me, man, because their dad would punch him in the chest.
Mhm,
And I'm like, don't be punching my baby. Like,
right.
he's like, no, they need this.
Mhm.
Like that. Now, I'm not going to never punch
Now,
my
but
sons
see,
in the
I
chest.
think that if it's done retroactive by the man, then the son would go out there and possibly adopt that. But
no,
with you
no.
doing it as mom,
No. I'm telling you, from my son's
Mm.
experience, their dad
Hi,
has
Michelle.
done this to them. And then they would say, okay, it's different coming from dad. He's supposed to do that. This is
Mhm.
what my sons are telling me.
Oh, wow.
And they're raised in the churches. They know the Bible. They know
Mhm.
what the word says.
Mhm,
And the father who does not, you spare that rod, you
mhm,
spoil that child.
mhm.
Me, I'm more so,
Spoil
yeah.
that child.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I'm just saying, you done did too much damn spoiling now,
And now I'm paying
yeah.
for you.
I think that
literally.
with Miss Brown Sugar, I was telling her that I think that her passiveness now is more so used as waiting for time to just pass, because now
We don't have time.
But what I'm saying is that now they're reaching that age to where, you know what, I tried.
Okay.
You guys go on.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
then now your life is back
Yes,
to being
this
your
is true.
life.
Yes, ma'am.
Sometimes do you feel like that?
Yes, I do.
And then you just kind of pray like, I hope
Put
you
them in
guys
God's
will be
hands.
successful.
Yes, you're right.
Now,
I'm at that point now.
because we're not sharing every little detail with you guys, and I hope you guys don't mind that, but here's what I shared with, what I can share with you guys with Miss Brown Sugar upstairs, right? And that's because I know her and because I know her boys, right? I truly do believe that with what she's been through or may still be going through or whatever, it's not that bad, y'all. It ain't that bad, so don't get it like that. Sometimes once those boys leave the nest, right? 9 times out of 10, boys give back to me. Boys come back to take care of their moms and make sure that they're okay. I think that they come back faster than the girls.
Yeah.
I really do. Do y'all agree with that?
I
I agree that once your son has left the nest, after all you done been through with it, and yes, some days have been nothing but hell up in your home, I believe that the boys come back faster to take care of mother quicker than your daughter, if you have one. Do y'all agree with that?
I definitely agree.
I do.
Yes, I do.
And them of them girls just stanky and hot out there. They ain't come. For some reason, I find it that it's always the boys. So upstairs, I was telling her, you're gonna be all right. Because you are getting ready to release 3 of them out in the wilderness, and they are close. Mind y'all, her sons are like I'll be trying to separate their ass and get some air up in here. You're too damn close. You ain't twins. Go over there and sit down. I mean, one go that way, the other 2 going that way. That she has raised them so close is scary, right? But Elizabeth says no, she disagrees.
Why?
She thinks that, are you saying, Elizabeth, that the girl may come back? Now you got to be open-minded, Elizabeth. We're not talking about as if you have boys or girls.
Elaborate on the no.
With Elizabeth? You want to know why?
Yeah, she said no.
Miss Brown Sugar says, why do you say no?
The sons give up money. Girls take care of mom. Oh, no.
No, I don't agree.
Is that their personal experience? How you pronounce it?
Shaniqua.
I don't know.
Shaniqua. I got it right.
That is Shaniqua?
It's Shaniqua.
Okay.
So, yeah, think about it with you not having
Oh, look, they changed
Well,
their
I
answers.
guess.
Yes.
She says, which one is it then, Elizabeth? You over there on that Snoop Dogg. You better quit playing.
She on the fence.
Perspective says that she thinks that her daughter would come first, but she is the oldest.
The oldest is
So,
different with your firstborn, your oldest. It is different.
Okay,
My first three are boys.
okay, so but now she's throwing the age in it. Is it the
your
oldest that always
firstborn,
come back?
yes, it makes a big difference with your
I don't know
firstborn because
about
they
that.
were there first,
I
so
don't
they
know
know
about
how
that.
you did them. Then you got all the younger siblings like, you ain't do that for me, you ain't do that with me.
Uh-huh.
There's some truth to that, especially if you have either all girls like you.
She said, I got it right. Shaniqua.
Shaniqua.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
You only know your perspective because you have all girls.
I have all girls. But then
And then one's married. Exactly.
My goddamn girls ain't came to that door yet.
I don't think girls coming back because I'm the third of my
Right.
parents have 6 kids,
Right.
and I'm the third. So I got married first. My older sister got married.
Right.
My older, like nobody
can. You a girl? Y'all been back? No.
No, because you get married, do you have your own house?
Going on to your
Right.
household.
You know,
So, because the women, the girls pay more attention into the household than the guys,
yes,
right?
yes.
Right.
I feel like my sons will come back at least to eat. Am I with you in there cooking?
Mm-hmm.
But there would be a change in dynamic if I was to get remarried.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm having no more kids. But as far as like having a man in the household,
Dude,
there has to be a boundary respect there. Y'all can't just be coming, hey mama, we hold up now. You ain't
Really?
I think so.
I'm not like that though. Mine's can bargain.
But I'm saying if you're married, you are.
No, I'm not. Come on. It just hurry the fuck up and get on back out. But
no, I
you
can't.
think?
Yeah, because even with
I don't know.
parents, my parents been married 40.
Claudia said her
years.
son is her rider.
Okay.
You know.
Is that your only child?
I don't know.
I think it makes a difference.
Reba says that her girl is her baby. She's at the top. She says her girl is her baby. So her second oldest son is more of the mama's boy.
Ooh,
I don't.
You got a mama's boy? Don't do that.
I don't. Do you think that? I mean, if you look at Coda Bear, right, you would say that's a mama's. Would you say
but
that?
That's your daughter. If you can't say mamas anything when it comes to girls, because they're supposed to be like this with their mothers, because they're going to be women soon. Sons is different, but they are mothers' boys, or they cling to their mothers.
I think that they come back just because that they cling to their wives, they cling to it's that nurturing. It's that nurturing. It's they're gonna come back.
They will.
Mm-hmm.
Girls are
way
like,
faster than the girls. Because my girls ain't can damn be coming knocking worth shit. I could be here. I could be here like a corpse without here for them goddamn.
Don't do that. Do not do that.
But I will hear from, let's say, Tasha's significant other. He'll call.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
I won't hear from Tasha. The squirrel call. Yeah, you don't. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty weird. It's pretty weird.
I love it.
Priscilla says she talks to her boys every day, even the one that lives in Ohio.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I don't know. Sometimes I wish I've had the experience of raising all boys.
And I think that's cool.
That's
all
different.
girls, you have all grandsons.
That's different.
That's
different. They come and they go. They don't stay.
Yeah, that is different.
Right.
Sons are awesome. Sons are like the best. They are.
Yeah.
They're gonna protect you. They're gonna.
I feel like I got cheated on that.
No.
I was on top.
That is how you get your girl.
I mean,
I
was supposed to be on the bottom for the boys.
Yes.
And I fucked that up.
I got one.
Yeah. But like I say, now I can see that change in her boys. We know that is because they're growing. We know that they're finding themselves, everything is becoming masculine.
Look what Elizabeth said. A daughter is a daughter all of her life. A son is a son until he gets a wife. Facts. I like that. I like it because the wife will go ahead and take over. I can cook for you, baby.
Just take your son right on away from under you. Yeah.
I know my son will come back. Anybody cook like me.
So I believe when I get older that my daughters will be coming. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I do.
Still come. I don't give a.
Who are you talking to?
Perspective, you mean?
She says, wait, wait back to take care of you.
Where is this one?
Perspective.
Where is she?
She says, nope, she's talking to Mike. No,
Oh,
Mike,
okay.
it's still coming. I don't give a damn. She's talking to somebody.
Oh, okay.
So let's see what else. But we were talking about your boys. I've watched them grow. Right now, I'm noticing, just a little bit of change in them, which is to be expected. Right. However, I think and you guys can tell me what you think that my stance should be with my friend. Right. Because I do get a little bit, a little bit.
You should say something.
And I feel sometimes I can't, or I just won't. Why? Because you done birth these damn boys. So, and when I tell y'all again, I've watched what she has done for these boys and her daughter. I've watched all of the curriculum that everyone talks about. We got to keep them busy and we got to have them in this, and so they can be smart. They are booked with.
Yeah.
Then y'all have then you had them on some time stuff where at this time we're gonna do this, and sometimes
structure.
Yeah. Okay.
Steven speaks Japanese, Sanaya speaks Spanish, singing, writing. They play guitar, violin, cello. Everything. Solomon play the piano, everything, and yet and still we're here.
We're here.
And I'm gonna say, Dad, you have to.
Well,
have
you said Dad,
present.
and then you also said that them finally getting out that door a little bit. Yeah. Everything that Mom had to offer us, or not made us do, because it wasn't a problem. It wasn't like you guys are gonna do this. You offered, and I watched them be happy about being, and yes, they were. So now I get to hear sometimes a little backlip to her, and I don't like it. What should we do, you guys? How? I really do. When I tell y'all I don't like it, because one, I feel like how dare you at this early age forget what your mom been through to get you where you are today. And when I tell y'all, when I see a child like that, sometimes it ruffles. What are you thinking about? Do you not understand what, the purpose of the food or the roof or the clothing or the money that it costs when you do put them in these curriculum activities? You got to get cleats, you got to get the skirts, you got to get the costume, you got to pay the fees. Like, it only mattered when you were doing it. Now, because
it's all past,
you done got out there and got a sniff of the other atmosphere. It's like that. I have a problem with it, especially when I'm looking at her and I'm saying to myself, she gonna have some great boys. Boy, these boys here gonna be the best, because this is what she's instilling in them. Respectful. They come over, they speak. She literally, y'all gonna speak? She get that down as soon as they walk through the door. And I admired her so much for that, because you're coming into someone's home and you should speak, right? So she got them trained with that. And now I'm hearing, like, the oldest boy, he's out there, he's working now. He has his little infatuation with his girls or the girlfriends. Oh, he got multiple? Yeah. Oh, he think he the shit, huh?
He is the shit. When you an athlete, they didn't give it. Come on. Oh, I just say protect yourself. I am too young to be around. I'm just saying. But he got multiple.
You think he's ready to date?
What do you mean? Ready to date?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, well, he dates. When are you ready? How are you ready? I don't know.
What do you guys think? How do you guys think, as if this was your friend and you seen something happen like this? Do you stay out of it? Because she'll sit here, she goes, well, why did you take,
I think you should say something. Yeah, say something.
But how? It's not that I'm here to correct his behavior, because if I do that, then I'm like, I should have been there to correct your behavior. I truly think that you were way too passive with your
I
children.
was. I definitely.
I
enabled,
literally
I
thought that
gave
you
everything.
think that these were going to stay babies for the rest of their lives or something. This is my baby.
Yeah. And I
Oh,
still,
say-
and my one, he's like,
Tim.
I'm not a baby, I'm not a baby. And I'm just like, so that it is me.
Mhm.
It is.
Yeah. I don't like the word regret. I
It's
don't.
not a regret,
You
but
know
it's-
why? Because parenting don't have
No manual,
book.
no book. Like, how
now.
do you?
However, the white culture wrote a few books, old Dr. Smock and all of them, right? But that's their culture. We have a whole
Right.
different culturistic way of raising our children, and we know that it doesn't come with the manual. However, in a sense, it does because
Yeah.
we learn from what?
Parents.
Our parents. They learn from
Their parents.
exactly. So just because it's not hypothetically in a book,
It's been written.
It's in a book.
Exactly. Yeah,
it's in a mental book, right?
that's right.
It's in a mental book. So
I don't want to say regret, but I definitely would have done things differently, especially having 3 sons. It's like you done this and then this. This one you ain't got to do all that, but I did it with every single one of them.
And I'm saying one
And
of
that
the
was one
boys.
thing that I really butted heads with David.
Mhm.
He really was see, this is that bullshit. This ain't that household. This is my house.
He was instilling what? More masculinity.
He was more like you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, he's my baby. And it's like, they ain't no motherfucking baby.
No.
So yeah.
Hey.
But it's not regret. It's
No,
definitely like
I think it's just a life learning. It's just an experience. It's
they're the
something
3 sons that I have now.
Yeah.
And I've put that into them. But I want to say they still have their dads giving to them as well. So they have balance. And balance is so important.
Yeah.
Since they're not with dad, they're
Yeah.
with me. So now it's like you kind of out of balance. And that's where I'm getting all the feedback from.
Mhm.
Talking back, talking smack,
Yeah.
Well, I make my own money.
Capone says that you shouldn't have you can't have the regrets because it's just life happens,
Yeah.
to even the best parents. It just happened. We know that because what was that? Oh God, it was a celebrity. The boy that would get caught driving in a fast car all the time over in Hollywood. All that money. I forget his name. He's grown now, whatever, right, girl. Stayed in trouble with the police. Steady keep getting
Justin Bieber?
Was it Justin Bieber? Bieber. Is it Bieber? Bieber?
Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber, girl.
Yeah.
That boy made me so mad with him. I want to jack him up just a little bit because you can tell that, in a sense, he came from a good home. But yet then he got hold to the money, born into it. They got these cars. And I'm like, why is this boy still out here getting in trouble every day? Like, since you got the best, attention was costing his ass. So
And the parents.
and the parents. Everything falls back on the parents. But I just did not want to and overstep my boundaries with her because those are her boys. However,
but why are you holding back? I'm like, please. Say
because
something.
I'm like, there's this part where I don't want them to not like me. Not like y'all. I don't want them to not like me.
They love coming over here. She got a whole
I
room.
don't want them to. And
then
I always want them to feel welcome, and you know why? Because I know how the streets could be. So and I tell this to my grandboys.
Yeah, come on over here. It's a safe. Yeah,
run your butt
that.
Here. If you can't think of no other place and no safe haven to come,
that's important.
Come here. I always wanted them to feel that,
and they do. It's like, you want to
you're safe here. Yeah. You're safe here. I tell Christopher and Cameron, you outside, unless you in a big fight up the street or whatever, just make it to grandma's house. Just make it here. Always have my house on your mind because you're going to be safe here, right? But let me tell you one thing you did do. It's about that Africa thing because I remember that they was a little.
And we still went.
They was. This was this year. And I turned around and what are you doing, girl? We in Africa. What in the? And I could have sworn like 2 of them was like really giving her a hard time. And so to me, after you come back and you do all this, and I was like, were these experiences more so for you to have? And you just had to bring them along because these were my children. Because at one point, a parent would look like, you rewarded these kids for their behavior.
I did.
Nah, baby, they would have been up to.
And it's like, go by myself, and then I feel like I'm being a bad parent. It's like I'm living my best life. I work and I'm doing this, and then my kids like, dang, we don't get to go no. So I don't know if my sister on here, but she goes everywhere. She has a passport with her man, and her kids haven't been nowhere but to Chicago. I'm like, how do you do that? You have a passport, you have a man, and y'all go everywhere. Your kids ain't been nowhere. I have a passport.
So,
all my
you
kids
make
have
that sound
passport.
like that's punishing the kids.
No,
though.
no,
They
no, no,
should
no.
go.
I feel like, because my kids have had passports since they were like 4, 5, 6 little. Exposure is important. The correct exposure. For me, I'm just a different kind of parent, and I know my parenting has been wobbly, and I feel like I was just trying to give because my divorce happened because their dad wasn't present, and I do know my part in that divorce, and it was a major part. To whereas now I don't have my husband and they don't have their father, so I do feel at fault. So I'm trying to like over give and do things.
You want to play both parents.
No, I'm trying to give them experiences and things to where it's like they forget. But you can't forget about your dad and
Not
y'all
at
not
all.
together.
No, let's see what
like,
Perspective's talking to you. She says, Brown Sugar, we can do everything right, and outside influence will still make them lose their minds, and rest your gangster.
Don't test the gangster. I know what you're trying to say.
Don't test
Test
it. Don't let one influence the others. Easy said than done, but somehow we know that with your children, your son or your daughter, they boys, tend to seek stuff outside that you have not given them at home too. Right? Yes.
Well, they have literally all the game, everything.
Yeah.
So, but no, she asked how old are my boys. So one to be 18, 16, 14, and my daughter 12.
Yeah. I'm good today. How are you? I'm good. Chilling.
Them,
sad. My weekend almost over with.
Yes, you're welcome. But you're gonna act right in here. What?
But
no.
Perspective say, but you gonna act right in here now. No. It was not 1 or 2 times. You want to put them out, but we also know that putting them out there is just the build the beast. It's the beast. It's you never know what's going to grab them out there. So as a parent, do you rather just
succumb to
tolerate them in the house? You may have to argue in the house or put them on time out, but they in this house. Exactly. Yes. I think that I would rather just
keep them in the house.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I work 10-hour, 11-hour. I work long shifts, and my kids know that. Oh, you going to work today, right? Oh, you clocking me. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I'm going to work. Right in the garage. He ain't going to mom.
What they do?
Did I say about the party he had?
No, you did not. I know about the other thing with him trying to get in the house, but I don't know about the party. Now he had a party on you?
He had a whole party. He was like, Mom, you going to work today, right?
How many guests?
About 6 boys. Yeah, 6 boys.
See what I mean?
He had a whole
Okay,
party.
Now here comes the good part. What you do about it?
No, I was there. I wasn't there. I left work because the mom called me. Oh, where you want me to drop so-and-so off, or where you want me to drop them off? Drop them off? What are you dropping them off for? Oh, the party. Let me call you back. The party. I'm gonna need to leave work. I have an emergency. All right, and leave work, show up. It was a whole party.
What did you do?
No, I had to put the kids out. I just went there and started putting kids out. You gotta go.
So now
you gotta go.
Your son would think that this would be a level of embarrassing, which is going to trigger anger.
He was so embarrassed. Yes.
So I'm sure he rebelled. What about a couple of days or so?
No, probably like a week or 2.
Oh, honey, no, he only gonna get probably 24 hours now. All because you ended something in your home that he did not have permission to do.
And parents, only reason why I found out because the parent called, well, you want me to drop them off? Drop them off. For what?
They in the parlor.
They had food.
No, he didn't.
They had food. It looked nice. I'm like, okay. You get down. Let's go. You gotta go. What are you doing here?
OMG.
And he looked at me like,
now let's go to the chat. You come home, ladies. Your son is 16, 17. You had to leave work because you got a tip that there's a house party. going on in your home. How do you deal with that? You bust through the door. How do you deal with it? Do you embarrass your son? Do you join into the party and then deal with it afterwards? I think that's what I would do.
Really?
I think that I would just sit right
No.
here, let him go on and party. But baby,
No.
I want to see what
Them
time
kids
he gonna
have
end
not-
this
They
party.
ain't been back to the house since. They was
not-
embarrassed. Like, yo, mom, bro, yo, mom.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jason, how would y'all deal
Yes.
with that? I think that I would literally tip in, throw it on, son. Because he throughout this whole party, I'm gonna put he need to have on his mind what the fuck she finna do when this is over. Or will he take the responsibility to end
Hey,
it?
y'all, yeah.
You know what?
That's a good
We gotta end
idea.
this.
That I wasn't thinking like that.
Yeah. Now wait till that door closes after that last one.
That's true.
Listen,
That would have been good.
girl, let's
That
see
would've been
where
good.
his maturity is going to kick in. Now
That's a
that
good
I done
one.
found out that
And I
you're
just
doing
showed up.
Hey, Polly.
The kids like, bro, yo, and they just,
Uh,
so I ain't nobody. Like, bro, your mom.
I think that's what I would have done. Today
That
says
sounds
that
good.
if they're acting responsible,
I would
you wanna
let it slide. Who is
What?
that?
He doesn't even have your permission to do this.
And the kids supposed to be at school.
They cutting school, and your house is house party number 4.
What? I would let
She
it
said she would let it slide. I don't know.
Do you
I
have
don't know
kids? Do you
today.
have
I don't know today.
I
We
don't
just
think I have no
hypothetically. So
kids.
I don't know. Good
That's-
treatment is a luxury.
Yeah.
You would think.
Just go to your friend house.
Just go to your friend
No
house.
TV. Go to my friend
No
house.
TV,
No Wi-Fi,
no
no
Wi-Fi.
Kmart.
Kids don't care about that.
What's Kmart?
You better not. Hey,
That's
you
it,
don't
no,
know what
hey.
Kmart?
I do know what Kmart
How you don't know what right? How you don't know Kmart? No, I'm still stuck with today though.
I'll let it slide.
She said she would let it
I do not want
slide.
to be my kids' friends. I'm a parent. I'm not their friend. I'm friendly,
Mm.
but I don't want to be their friend. So, all right. Do you not know what they would do after that? Because you let that slide. You're
Okay.
gonna have girls.
It's gonna
in
be
there.
another party on you
With girls.
because
in
you
there
let it
that time.
slide.
Exactly.
Mhm. She said, and put some cameras in.
So you know what? I had cameras, and they're the cameras you can talk through and you can see whatever. They will put towels over the cameras or unplug it. Yeah, didn't I tell you about that?
I know you
told
had the
about that too.
cameras. I see.
You had the cameras and you can talk. Yeah.
He just
Very
out just did the most. You
What
say
is it? So this a bush person?
no, this is a female and she's bringing up our county, which we're not doing. So
Why didn't they let it
she's
slide?
what?
Smart shit. I want to know why you want to let it slide.
She said that maybe it's the first offenders. Most people let first offenders off.
No, not with a house
Most parents do though.
With a house party?
Some
This was
parents
his first
would.
house party and last.
Some
What do you
parents
mean?
would, because he had to try you. You know, he
Not with a
tried.
house party.
They tried.
That's whole human beings in the house.
Jazzy Jeff,
Unsupervised.
not Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
And then the parents like, whoa, I thought it wasn't. See, and that's the other thing. How you not gonna connect with me and say, hey, is it okay? Or is this legit? Did you know? Like, if my son say, yeah, I'm going to a party, Elijah, let me call his mom. Excuse me, Simone, what's going on over there? How long is the party? What time it start? When's it up? Who all gonna be there?
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
How you not going? It was 6 whole boys in there.
Yeah.
So you just don't have parents. They at work. They have to babysitter. What's going on?
Yeah.
That
Well,
they're not checking in with
perspective,
me.
I don't think that the parent allowed them.
No.
This is International House Party Cut Day. Somebody put the word out, you know, it could have been her son. Hey,
My mama gonna be gone.
you know, or it could have been a peer that says, hey, you know, well, my
You
mom,
got a house?
y'all come,
Yeah.
let's come kick it to my house.
Yeah.
So that could have played out a lot of different ways. Yeah.
No
So-
parent ever allows their kids
No,
to go unless
no.
they seniors.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're a senior,
Yeah.
you don't
You're pretty much close to
You got a
grown
4.0,
now,
right?
right?
Okay, cool.
Go
whatever.
ahead. Yeah, you can take the day off.
Go ahead.
But yeah, so you know, I was just asking you guys, you know, how would you intervene or would you not intervene when let's say that you've been down this road and you've raised yours, but yet then Miss Brown Sugar is going through some things that, you know, that's just not cool. And as a parent, would you intervene just a little bit, Cause I was like, especially when like a parent, nah, she don't deserve this. This is not what we about to do.
Yeah.
You guys are totally in the wrong now. There's been days where I want to say your mother has busted her ass to give y'all
I didn't put him on punishment.
the best. She said no, you didn't punish him.
No punishment.
You were what? Just asking yourself what
I was
what
more
to do.
in shock and like, this what we doing? I think I gave him a silent treatment, which I wouldn't recommend doing with your teenagers, but I gave him a silent treatment because I was still trying to
Console it.
Like you actually like
you doing
out.
this?
Yes, and he know his cameras and like.
So I kind of feel like that the respect was gone.
That part. Trust definitely was gone. Trust, respect, everything. So I didn't do punishment.
Now most parents would have the suitcase at the door, right?
No, I'm not putting them
you
out. I think the embarrassment was way beyond anything I could ever do or say. His friends, they was talking about it for still to this day. Bro, remember that time? So I think that was enough punishment for him. Is that the friends like, bro, your mom's was, yeah.
So Elizabeth said yes, she would give the friend a little advice about it. So
thank you. Yeah. I would just talk to my kids.
Did you ever go across having a problem with taking them to other people's homes at certain times? You know what I mean? Like,
never.
Okay, because they will always behave.
Yes,
they do. It's just with you by yourself is where they want to.
They gang up on the
girl, I'll gang a motherfucker in the AK. Gang, bring it on. Who in the back? Who in the side? You ain't say she ain't watch Set It Off. I don't know. I believe in
somebody said, go outside and cut my lights off.
She said, use the box outside, shut all the power down up in there, turn the water off, do everything. But we're talking about teenagers don't love.
They gonna
still party. They gonna have a little necklace, gold earring. They gonna turn their phones on. We're talking about teenagers. They gonna figure that out anyway. So I don't know, but this is why we are we're here today, because we sit and we laugh or we may cry with this.
So why should you not do it again? You're not punishing him, taking something away. No, he already didn't have nothing. I just think the embarrassment was enough. How would you punish him in that point? You're saying take things away.
Yeah. That they're gonna try to get anyway.
Now we didn't have a TV.
Well, I remember when you took their phones. I remember she took their phones, right?
And we didn't even have a TV.
And as a parent, it worried her nuts. Going back and forth to school. Sanaya is her youngest. That's the baby, right? So she always felt that she's got to hear from them. So she took the phones. It didn't seem to bother the kids. It bothered her. It tore her up. She was, I got to hear from her. So she broke down and she passed the phones back out, And now with the way the phones are, I remember one time with my middle daughter, I literally ran down there like, I want this on, I want to take this off of here, take this off. And to where it got to be where they wouldn't give you those options to do so. I literally had to narrow it down to just a regular flip open phone that just didn't do nothing on it. But now they have them where even on the newer flip phones, you can have Google and everything is on those now, but it broke her down. It tore her apart because they're on the bus and her kids went to a school out of the district where they had to ride the public bus, So not knowing if they were on the bus, yada, yada, yada. And she broke down. So I think that punishment might have lasted a good day. But she has tried literally more ways than one, you guys. In my opinion, I think that her, as you say, the punishment for them, it just wasn't lengthy. As the boys got older, I think that she found herself more so needing and wanting them than the other way around. She needed help with bringing in the groceries. She needed help with things that, something that she may be trying to do with the car or moving a sofa in the house or this or that. So parenting can also be some form of entrapment too, because you have to, your child is going to know that you're okay, you're going to need me, you're going to need me. And I think that this is a situation that they put her in to make her feel like she needs them more than they needed her. That's how I think that her situation turned around. Like I say, being a friend and from the outside looking in, even though I do know her boys and stuff, and I watched them grow from right? I watched them. I think that it became a big shocker to me because when she did everything by the learned behavior. I'm going to put you guys in this. I'm going to keep you guys busy with this. And she just told you out of her own mouth, you got her daughter knows 2 different languages, and her youngest son, he knows 4. I mean, like, she's done it. And to sit and watch how a child can give back the way that I'm watching them, I get a little upset. But when they hear, and up and through the house, I don't see it in them. She'll call them, and they're, yes, they come upstairs or whatever. But then she's alone with them, and it's almost they're different people. Come here, Samuel. I'll be there in a minute. The fuck, you ain't say, so it's really weird. It's really weird. And sometimes I think now that she's halfway there with the growth of her children. So, I tell her now, boy, I can't wait for you to get your piece. And I think I say that because of what I'm watching. And I'm like, well, if a child can turn out this way after single parenting has literally broke every nail to keep you happy, growing your intelligence and things like that. And this is what you do. Sometimes I have to cut your ass off. Go on out there and see what it's like out there. Go out there. And that's me. On the other hand, it's okay, oh, he's going through some things. How many of y'all made some excuses for your children? And you know that your child went out there and cut the fuck up. Y'all know they did. They did. But the first thing that we'll say is, oh, he's going through some things. Yeah, she's going through some things. We know puberty changes a lot. And Dakota, my baby, hit puberty. So far, Dakota ain't changed worth none. She's quiet. She's always, she's my baby, just quiet. She's into sports and things like that. So I could tell you one thing. If Coda Bear ever changes at 7, she should be 17 here in April, but I would be totally in shock. I think I would not know how to possibly deal with the changes of Dakota if they, get like that. I really don't. Because I totally different.
What happened?
We're talking about Coda. We're talking about we finished talking about a little bit of your situation and how I felt about that because of the person that I know. And I'm just praying now that pretty soon your peace and your serenity and your happiness will, yeah, That's
Thank you,
all.
thank you.
That's all. Cause baby, they gone, they leading
Look, I'll
this.
turn off the Wi-Fi. You
Yeah.
better not turn off my Wi-Fi. It's gonna be rocking and rolling.
You did that
Furniture
too?
movie. Yeah, I did that.
What you did?
No.
I think you got a hole in the wall, didn't you?
No, the router was broke. Hold the wall and like, it all turned into some kind of beast.
They went
And
exorcism on
taking
it.
the phone.
Yeah.
Taking cell phone.
Yeah,
Girl.
yeah. And it worried you more for them to not have it
Have
because
them,
they
because
was
they-
traveling and
All
stuff
of
in
them ride
school.
buses. I
Yeah,
drive the buses, so they
Right.
in these streets.
right. So you were caught with the catch-22. You were more so a damn if you do and damn if you don't situation. However, I do still feel because you have 3 boys that are now turning into young men and then older men, adult men. I think they're gonna come back. And I think that you guys will be able to sit around and laugh at it,
Yeah,
but they got money.
thank you.
I do. I
receive
really
that.
do. Because they portray that they've forgotten because of their reactions or their actions to life situations now.
But even Samuel
But-
told me, he said, why doesn't dad love me?
Mhm.
Why doesn't he care about me? He just started crying.
Mhm.
Because he said, I know I get angry, Mom. I'm trying to control it. But I just get so angry. And then at the root of it, why doesn't dad love me?
So
Why
you
is
think
he not-
overall it's
It's
because
the
of your
dad.
divorce or
Well,
just
I
not
wouldn't just say the
having
divorce, not having his presence, because he moved
across
miles
states,
away.
right?
So it's not like they can go over to dad's for a
Mhm.
weekend or go over there for an hour
Mhm.
because he's miles away.
Right.
So for my kids,
Mhm.
because they were raised in 2-parent households,
Right.
so it makes a huge difference not having him there because they're used to having him there.
Yeah.
They can call, but it's not the same as getting a hug.
Perspective say send them to their dad. Hey,
Oh, but I'm not gonna
APZ.
have my babies.
But and not only that, she had a husband that likes to
yeah.
butt
Sister.
heads with her.
Yeah.
So let's ask them how they would feel about it. And I'm going to use perspective since she says
Send them to
send them to the dad.
No.
so. Perspective. Of course, we know after separation, most female parenting tends to seek the child care for through child support, right?
Yeah.
So, which she did. Okay, court orders it, she has it, it helps supports her children, helps pays for all of the curriculum things that she was able to put them in, right? So you're saying send him to the dad.
He gonna put me on motherfucker's child support.
How do you feel about him? I mean, probably as he should.
Yeah, because he got
Because he has
kids.
kids, right? But what if he's doing it just out of, what do you call it? Big victim?
But yeah.
What if he's doing it because of that?
Yeah.
Because if he's got, all of the boys, and let's just say that my situation financially, right? That I've been only able to really kind of make it with my job and the support of what you've been sending to help support the kids. But now he wants to turn the tables. Well, you know what? And you're gonna have to start sending the support all over here, knowing that I'm not able to pay you. What if he makes the most money? What if he's got all of that? But all of a sudden the dad can be more angry, like I'm just doing this because I still want to hurt you type of shit.
And he's that.
You know what I mean? I don't want to see you with nothing. You caused this divorce or you caused this headache and da da da.
And then you go send the kids in it. I would.
What if she says maybe just temporary? Nah, I don't know. Because temporary, well, yeah. No. Temporary, I don't know. Oh, let me cross my name.
You know how David
Yes,
is.
yeah. I think that everybody has an agenda of doing things that they do. It may start off okay,
Like, okay, no, you good. I ain't gonna put you.
but sometimes a lot of things ends up just terrible, especially if
it was not a healthy divorce or something like that. It's going to
Rough.
always be something, you know.
He just loading
Yeah,
his gun up.
yeah,
Okay, ammunition.
Yeah.
ammunition.
All right, I got one. I'm gonna
Yeah.
get two. Just writing out the whole blueprint on how you want to tear down, you know, somebody else, and it will be used by using the kids, you know. So this is, however, she still stands, you know, she still stands.
Thank you, Lord.
She says, yeah, temporary. Mhm. I don't know.
So what I have talked to
APZ says she's been on the rooftop. Let's read Love some Cal. She says, Pap, I know firsthand. So she says, I put my 19-year-old son out. 2 months later, he drowned. Oh, my condolences.
sorry.
Then 7 months later, her oldest son passed away with sickle cell. I always can't blame you. So that's a decision that she do
I'm
regret.
so sorry. Yeah.
There's no written book, right?
Yeah.
You know, you had your reasons of
Yeah.
why you possibly put the 19-year-old out, and a circumstance situation happened. So, and the other one's sickle cell. It's a health. That's a health. Is it, they call it health disease
That
or
is,
yeah.
yeah.
Something
Two
out of your
babies.
control. Yeah. Perspective says that she had a very bad divorce, so she understands what you could possibly go through if you make that choice.
He's a great father.
Mhm.
Partner,
Terrible.
father,
Mhm.
amazing. So if I could live closer to him, that
Everything
would
will
be
be
great.
fine.
Yeah. Yeah. The kids would be
Yeah.
sane just because there's no mom's here, dad's here. Mom's here, dad's here.
Mhm.
Because I parent totally different than him.
Mhm.
And I understand his parenting because he was raised. So he's 18 years older than I am.
Mhm.
So that's a whole nother era. And he was raised a certain way. And I love it. I respect it.
18. I know he was 8.
David is 50. David be 56.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, he older than you.
Yeah, he's older than me too.
I like him older.
Yeah, you do.
Let's
That's good. We gonna bring that back for a different topic, though. We gonna bring that back. Yeah, they say more older men are more sustained, right?
Yeah, he got it. He has it going on in his areas. I'm just gonna say, but Dave got it going on. But alcoholism for him, alcoholism was like for him.
It was a downer.
Yeah, because he was told he's a great, awesome guy cooking and that's dance. Then he get the drinking. Everybody lay down out of sleep because he turned to a beast.
Oh wow.
So.
Well, that's good. You recognize that.
It was too
You
late.
know.
I had about 4, 5 kids and a boom, 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 boom. So it's like you locked in. And he told me, you ain't going nowhere. He told me that. You a cooker, you ain't going nowhere.
Did you ever wanted to leave prior to?
I did.
Before having
all
after the first or second one?
After the first baby.
Okay.
I was like, this is not for me. Because I met him in college. He was a professor.
Yeah.
You know, and I was a student.
Yeah.
And he saw me and I looked at him like, but he said, no, I want you. He told me, I was like, you can't have me. Oh my God.
But you prepare for
it. Took time.
Oh, you
and
built
then
it up.
Courted.
Okay.
And after that, he said, I give you this, I give you that. Look, I make this money. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, and the rest is history. It was fun. It was fun.
We all have them fun. We all have those fun.
Lady
nice. Says, I'm late. So how do you parent? Gentle? Yes.
Oh, that's how I parent.
Yes, that's what she's talking to you.
Oh,
she's the gentle one. I'm gentle, but I.
You gentle when? How?
Gentle.
When?
Birthday.
You know what? I noticed how you are with Coda versus how I was with Niche. Even though I had met you with Niche, I don't know how Niche was.
Shoot.
Because it was way before Q1.
Yeah.
But she wasn't in high school.
No, she was about 13,
19.
14, 19, yeah. Yeah, she
how
was
old
out.
is she now? She's 20.
She's almost 30.
So yeah, I did meet her when she was a teenager. I met you, but yeah, she was a teenager.
Okay, so how am I? How am I?
Go ahead. Can you act me out? Act me out.
No, I
with
can't
Nisha.
ask you
Act me out
out.
with Nisha, then act me out with Coda Bear.
I can't ask you out.
You can use the beep beep beep. Use the beep beep.
I just know with Coda,
Yeah.
it's different because I want to say dad was in the home, dad was present. Like I keep advocating and saying, when fathers are present, they also have a say so, and then you can collaborate and do things together. So I noticed how you were with Coda and how with you and like co-parenting. With Niche, dad wasn't here, so I just noticed you were more hard on her, stern on her. I don't know why or whatever, but I could just see the difference as your friend on the outside.
Well, I can tell you that I did start to recognize the change of Nisha. So I had to turn it up.
Okay.
That was it. I
Well,
could
what
not.
changed?
Her whole action. I saw the anger.
Why was she angry?
I saw the structure of my child change.
For what?
Changing.
Why?
You know what?
Dad's not here.
It was the combination, but at the same time, my goal was to just nip it in the bud. This is what we're not going to do, especially based off of adult situation. I'm going to keep you in a child. You got to let adults deal with this. And at the same time, my job as a parent was to, keep you at this sustainable level where you just focus on better child. Just
but
go.
It was.
I didn't want,
you try to language that you used when you were talking to her. Yeah. That I felt like, I don't have teenage girls yet. I was just tiny. So for girls, I just feel like we're not gonna use curse words. We're not gonna do any of that. Well, and
she was making me angry. So
for the boys, even just the way I talk, period. Now, like when you're saying like, oh motherfucker, I now so talk like that to them, but it's kind of like it's already done blown up. So now I'm trying to do stuff I should have been doing. Yeah. And I can see the difference, how they look at me like, okay, why are you talking like that?
Yeah. Respect to say she's strict. I'm strict iron fist, but they are spoiled.
I don't think I'm strict iron fist at all. They are spoiled.
I think
you are strict iron fist. They spoil too.
I think that they are spoiled. They are spoiled. They spoil as hell. And I know when unspoiled. Unspoil your ass.
You unspoil.
You cannot unspoil. I will unspoil you in a minute, girl. That's called cut you off. I will cut you off. You say you are different with Coda than you are with your oldest, but that's because you are older. Yeah, I'm more. I agree, lady. I'm more laid back and humble now with Tasha and Nisha. Yeah,
and then Coda's totally different than Nisha. Coda is not like Nisha or Tasha at all. No. And I love how Coda is because she's soft. She's quiet. She do what she's supposed to do.
They say the quiet ones are the most sneaky ones. Right.
That's the truth.
But she's like I tell you, I watch for signs.
She don't talk back. She don't do
nothing.
She like, hey, Mom.
That's it. Coda be in this house by 9. It may be 9:01, but she is that dope.
She's different. I think because she's seen. Yeah. She has seen the niche. She's seen the time. Like, oh, I don't want none of that.
To see how I react, right? Because I'll be telling her, I say, girl, you better go check with Tasha. You better go check with me. You got me.
This is my track record. 2 and 0. Okay, I'm with it.
You better go ask your sisters, baby, because they gonna be telling you, just do it like this and do like, cause you gonna do this, cause you better go have that talk with your sisters real quick. Cause the one thing you will do not do is rub me wrong. Especially in your position, I'm giving you. This is a privilege. Dakota rocking the top. Do the shit this girl got. I wish you would,
but she wouldn't. She is totally different. Like
I don't think that she would take this off for granted. I really don't. I don't think that.
And she has her.
I think she appreciates it.
That's what I keep pushing. Fathers. She has that relationship. She has him. So she's not unbalanced. She's balanced.
Yeah, she is.
So that's what's beautiful.
I agree.
But I gotta go, y'all.
Yeah, we gotta get ready. And I gotta get up at 7. So we gonna come back.
Thank you all.
We're gonna have another one. She comes over. She likes to come on. She ain't been doing a job in the chat.
Did you even type?
I didn't get the chat.
She's not even moderating today, but you all know Harlem, know APZ, all of the mods. This is Miss Brown Sugar that be's in the chat with you guys as moderating as well. She says, prepare your children for the future in the world. That's all that we can do.
Give them the word. You got to give them the word of God, because that's going to be with them always, even if it's just the Lord's Prayer.
Yeah. So
that's a great foundation.
At the end of the day, it's all about love. I love, I love you, but once you headed outside this door, you have to know the path that you take. And for the most part, you can avoid a lot of it, but you're going to run into some bumps and bruises out
And
there.
I'm here.
And that's right.
I'm here.
That's
and
it.
I have to look you in your eyes. I have to look at you and tell you this.
Yeah.
You don't want me as your enemy. See, I had a past, and you don't know
Perspective
nothing
says
about that.
good luck. She wish you luck.
Thank you.
So, and life has continued to go on. And one thing that we hate the most is to see our children who we birth ends up.
Let your yes be your yes and your no be your no. See, I be wavering.
Yeah, you do.
I be wavering.
Okay.
Yeah.
She go sit your ass down somewhere. But that's all we have for y'all tonight. Just want to come on and vibe with you guys. I'll see you guys sometime through the middle of the week. Catch up on us some juicy, laughable bunny shit. I got some. I just was chilling this weekend.
Can I put the bunny on?
Why? Why do you want?
Cute. And
Oh my! I don't think that it goes on you. It's only one. It's only one Pat Bunny. Now she want to take over my buddy. You gotta get back in the chat. That's where you go. You over here want the whole body. she wants the body, y'all.
Oh, you got other animals?
Yeah,
Can I be a different one?
No, because I don't think it's that high tech yet. See, it's just gonna come up as
that's you.
I can't give you a bunny.
It can't be two bunnies?
No, because the camera only gonna recognize just one avatar. That's what I was saying. Like, I wish it would be nice if I could have 4-5 people to come up and you pick your own character. Yeah.
Oh, you should put that in.
That would be absolutely nice, wouldn't it?
You should send that to somebody.
I should send that in to them.
Yes.
Yeah. If we, it should be able to pop up with the amount of people that you have on there. So, Jason wants to talk about Lisa Van Allen, who is totally freaking irrelevant right now. Just, we left it up. Yeah. Elizabeth, she likes the bunny too.
I love the bunny.
I think that it has become my character, right? I like it too. Look how I look at you. Good. I hate it. Don't move the arms. So I wish it. I wish it did move the arms. So yeah, but look at Elizabeth cracking.
Wait, do it blink his eyes when you blink?
When I blink, yeah.
Stop.
Everything from here on. I just thought that, it would make a little change to the channel as I try to change it. I'll be doing some more different things as well. This whole debacle and the Blues Clues with this R. Kelly stuff, it's just a hot mess. It's just a hot mess. It's not going to stop. You got people that defend other people, and you got people who points fingers at each other about the lying, and you said this and you said that. So even though I ain't stopping, I have my shits and giggles on this shit, because now you got this guy Trent and Bookham now back and forth about, girl, who done did this? You was with this, you took the money, you said the money, girl. And I was
Are
like,
they acting or is this real?
No one knows. Because the main question out here is like, who these people?
Okay.
Where, but for the most, they just, all of the protesters were shit and this or that. Like, they say such cruel things out here, but I just sit back and me.
And no one's ever met each other in person.
Some of the people that I have met was at the that we did, right? Okay. But a lot of people that you be said, these people don't allegedly
Okay.
don't know
Oh,
each other. Yeah, they
allegations.
might be cousins and aunties and nieces and nephews.
So basically they're monetized and they're just getting money for views and likes and time.
That's
Okay.
what one of the big fights were about. You want all the views, you want the cash apps, and
Okay.
they really turned this into when I say an unbelievable shit show. This one here, I'm usually psychic.
Mhm.
You can see some shit coming soon.
Yeah.
I ain't see this shit coming.
Yeah.
I thought that R. Kelly supporters.
Yeah.
And
So they're against him.
you don't know who against him or who with him no more. That's that's the thing. Because if you with him, you got somebody gonna sit out here and put out to 100 people. You ain't for him. Now, how you know this is beyond me. So for the most part, the ladies in here are pretty much on the same seat that we share the same
viewpoint.
right,
Okay.
because this is unbelievable. This shit cannot be freaking real. But however, we know that it's an actual human behind the
And this is
lights.
that preacher man. He
So-
was in the
Which one?
church.
In the pulpit?
Yeah.
That's the one that
You showed that video.
you like the video.
Like, wait,
Players want to play.
is he a preacher?
Fuck now, girl, he's a bullshitter. Period. It is what it is. Everybody, he's the mentee. He's been around R. Kelly since diaper age or something.
Oh, okay. So he actually
that's what he
does.
said.
Oh. So there's no pictures.
Girl, they ain't know nothing. Only thing that came up was some shit about breaking into R. Kelly house and stealing some damn dishwashers or some shit. He's got one that he did post, but that was when he was somewhere downtown, probably waiting in the lobby. They say he sat in the lobby for like 12 hours waiting on R. Kelly, girl. I was like, damn.
But did he recognize him when he saw him?
Of course he does. They said, super fan.
Oh.
Yeah, super fan.
He's a
So,
super fan. Not like one of his people, because he wouldn't be sitting out
Well,
in the lobby if he's one of his people.
he did walk into a courtroom with Mr. Kelly.
Oh.
But then you got people say he was planted there. He showed up in a t-shirt, girl, Superman t-shirt.
No, you can't.
R.
Not
Kelly
in court.
and his other people had on suits. I'm talking about suits. Them badass suits. He showed up. The word on the curb was R. Kelly was short of security. So they looked out in the crowd and they picked out the biggest nigga out there. So somebody ran and got this nigga a suit coat, suited, booted him up, and made him part of the security team. So I mean, he was walking in there like, yeah, you get back. But then after that episode, you don't see shit about him secure R. Kelly on the motherfucking thing. I ain't seen him do shit where security says. Nothing. I ain't lying to you. Because if that's the truth, girl, listen. I'm just let's ask the chat. Let's take it to the chat before you leave. Have y'all seen book? Okay, she wanted to say that. Go ahead. Have y'all seen Bookham do any other security other than walking in that darn courthouse that one time? I ain't seen him do shit else. Look, have y'all? What y'all seen him do? I'm just saying, Brown Sugar. I'm just saying. Have y'all? Because I ain't seen it. That's the only security position that I seen. That was it. Now, other than that, I don't know about all that other shit. Shani said, Pap, you know your ass ain't shit. I haven't, Shani, so I don't care. I don't care what you say, APZ. I ain't seen it. And that's just that. Now, why was there only a one-time security shot? Huh? Why? Where the other was at? Did he run up to New York? Brown Sugar. He run up to New York. R. Kelly attorney was up there. His name was Attorney Caddick, right? Girl, you should have seen how his ass was busting through that crowd and put his hand on the attorney. Guess he was security for him now. I was like, what the fuck? No, he was walking back to like his car or something, right? The attorney. He was walking back to the car and Bookham, which looked like his darn mega bus just got there. The court is all over with his shit. It's the Kenny going home and shit. He go, Booker, he blasted through the crowd, girl. Move, 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 security here, and put his hand on that man's right shoulder, girl, because he knew all the damn cameras was out there and shit. Now, you could tell that he wasn't there when they went into the courtroom. Where this nigga come from? Yeah, he just showed up in that goddamn Metro Petro ass mega bus. He know his ass just got there. Talking about I'm security. Boy, I know Caddick should have turned around and been like, nigga, get your hand out my pocket. Shiny said Bookham service was no longer needed. He was a one-time hitter. I'm just telling y'all, I can only go by what I've seen. So now, like allegedly, thank you. But after this, yeah, I'm gonna have my weekly discussion on this whole Trent and Bookham shit going on. They cracking me up though over here. I watched some of it though, but not all of it. So I gotta finish it because listen, Bookham don't give a damn what y'all say out here. If y'all say it, bust the wrong move, that nigga is coming back. I be cracking up. As he gonna play your video, find what the little parts that he don't like what you said. I don't know. Then you got, Trent, he's over there and he's posting and saying his things to do the whole trigger thing, this whole argument thing about the what you call that? Taking my name. You took my name, and all that shit. Now, mind y'all, before I go, because I am about to go, and shit, Booker went out there and did about that goddamn name. Did he? Nothing. Now, all of a sudden, because Bookham heard Trent say something about the trademark from over off of Mr. Harris channel, right? Soon he said that damn Bookham went into effect. Ching ding, girl, he done called the state's attorney, the district attorney, the president, the FBI, the DEA, ISIS. He done called everybody about that trademark. So now all of a sudden, now mind you, this whole trademark name thing happened over 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. At least, close to 2 years, right? Mm-hmm. Somewhere around there. Bookham ain't said a damn thing about it. Nothing. But Trent went talking about it over on that. It made one channel, right? So Trent said something about it. Girl, Bookham got off of his ass, got dressed, and went straight down the call and talked to these people. I'm over here like this boy. No, I don't know. I feel like.
When are we gonna do the banking thing again?
What are we doing?
Are people gonna join the channel and give money so we can do the banking thing?
Oh, you want to play the
deal or no deal?
Oh, deal or no deal. Yeah, it's right here.
I was the banker though.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
You weren't supposed to tell nobody you the banker.
Oh.
Here we go. All right, y'all. She wants to play deal or no deal again. So we only played it one time, right?
One time.
So
that was so fun.
Let's schedule it for not this coming weekend.
Next weekend.
The next week. So the weekend after the 18th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun. Okay, so, I'm not the banker though, you guys.
Really? you just gonna do this right now. Oh my God, she is the banker. That's that. We'll have a deal or no deal game
But
show.
you all have to give.
Not
You
this
have to
weekend,
donate
the
and join
next
the channel.
weekend. So yeah,
I see a lot of green in there, so they're members.
they are members, and I appreciate they members, and I appreciate them so
Thank you
much.
all. Thank you for
It
supporting.
really keeps, it really helps with the channel.
Keep the lights on.
It
Okay.
keep the lights on.
That's it.
Turn the light on me.
Oh, we gotta go out to some music.
Wow.
I just want to.
Oh, we are.
Yeah.
Anyways, y'all, stay tuned. That's coming up because I gotta write my little notes down and all that stuff. But
Good night.
with that being said,
Thanks
y'all
for
have
having
a
me.
good night. I'm gonna go up here and put my food away, get my shower, lay it down, and I will talk to you guys sometime through
Like,
the
share,
week.
subscribe.
Like, share,
Hit the one
subscribe.
papoose,
It's-
O-N-E, papoose.
Say it again.
Oh, hit the one papoose, O-N-E. Oh,
Support,
Cash App.
support,
Cash
support,
App.
support, support, support.
Let's go, you
support.
guys. That was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. And thank you for participating. Bye, guys.
Good night.
Yeah, we're doing
Yeah,
deal or
I
no
like
deal.
deal.
The weekend after the 18th.
Weekends, wishing I could take a break from this world. Running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel. I just wanna be a lost girl.
All right. That was good. Yes. We have a good audience, girl. Good audience. Yes. Oh,
And personally, I was super nervous, but
you don't have to be nervous. These people are human just like us. I will. God, you're bossy.